Hey, I'm Kyle from Forever Rad, and I'm going to give you a tour of the shop, so come on. All right, so we're very well known for our Indian performance builds. So we're gonna talk about some Harley stuff. Of course, we love our Harleys, but we do have a pretty impressive lineup of some Indian stuff. So about 5 years ago, we got on the Indian Challenger platform. It was about 6 months into the model when it came out, and we got to paint one and ride it, and we were hooked on it. So I bought the tan one, which wasn't tan, of course, but I bought that bike first, built it, absolutely love it, still own it. I'm gonna ride that bike until it burns to the ground. It's got a near and dear place to my heart. So with that, basically it's allowed us to focus on something a little bit more specific, which is Indian Challengers and Indian as a whole. Not a lot of people do that. I really think we're about the first place to specialize specifically in the model, and that's really what sets us apart here. So basically that's allowed us to start making a lot of parts because they don't exist. And some of those we make here in the shop with our hands. Some of those we have designed and cut on CNC machines. We do all of the testing, all of the R&D, and we get out and we stack miles on these things so that we can give all of the consumers those great parts. And so we're constantly pushing the envelope on these things, creating things that don't exist, and getting them to market so that other Indian Challenger owners can have the same stuff. So it's truly exciting things that are really changing these bikes rather than just throwing some accessories at them. You know, we're making them taller, we're making them stop better, we're making the lights brighter, we're bringing new body panel type stuff, all of the different things that we've learned what we think these bikes need, that's what we're bringing to market. So it's been a really exciting 4 years of doing that, and we definitely plan on sticking with it, as well as continuing with all of our Harley stuff. So these are just a few of the bikes that we have, some of the Challengers that we've built over the years. This is our race replica bike. This is a really neat bike. It's a one-off kind of bike. There's not another one in the world. It's kind of shows our talents on not just buying parts and bolting them onto a motorcycle. We're making things, we're modifying everything. We're making them taller than we ever have. Prototyping new parts with, you know, master cylinders, and there's a headlight that no one else has, and a set of risers no one else has. We're making these parts, and we're making existing parts fit on these bikes because no one is doing that, and we're bringing that to market. So that's one thing that we have a strong passion for around here. So super special bike. Hopefully you get a chance to see it in person because it's way better in person. This bike here, this is another Challenger, super unique opportunity from Music City Indian, good friends and partners of ours in Nashville, Tennessee. Basically, we like to pump our brand and pump their brand. So we did a little collaboration on this bike, and that's why this is sitting here and still getting used to this day. Here you got the OG Challengers, plenty of content on this thing. It's been everywhere, it's seen every coast. I've ridden it all around the country. It's been to Sturgis many times. It's been on display with Indian Motorcycle in Sturgis. Actually, all 3 of these bikes were set up with Indian corporate, which is a very humbling experience for us. So new for 2025 is we're kind of dipping our toes into the Chieftain platform. We started by making an LP6 kit for this bike, and we're gonna be getting into some suspension stuff and basically showing a little love to this platform. It's a really popular model that we don't know enough about, so we're excited to have an opportunity to have a customer supply this bike and allow us to keep it for a little while and try and make some changes on these things too. So this is a cool thing to stay tuned on. We'll be releasing these kits basically January 1st is the plan. So other than that, the FTR, that's my favorite bike I own. It's fully custom built, custom painted. So over here, we have just a few examples of some bikes that we've been working on, bikes that are finished, bikes that just came in. So we got a cool West Coast chopper in the back that we're gonna restore someday. We got a brand new Road Glide with no miles on it. This is gonna be somewhat of a new shop bike. Another brand new Road Glide. This belongs to Steve Chamberlain. We already got this thing set up, dialed in, ready to hit the corners. Of course, his race bike in the back there. We'll take a closer look at that. That thing is very iconic. It's got 80,000 miles on it. It's been all over this country. We like to ride these things, and that bike's a good example of it. So this one here, this is a new one that we're working on. We've been on this bike for about a year now, and we're just about to finish it up. It's getting a new seat made for it. It's leaving here any day for that. And then we'll have this thing wrapped up for springtime. And this is gonna be a pretty wild paint job. We're about halfway through with the paint job, and the rest of the bike is already running and ready to hit the streets. So we're excited to have this thing on the streets pretty soon. We got the good old Red Rocket back here. This is a bike that's been in our lives for almost 10 years now. It continues to transform. We're always throwing new parts and making new modifications to it, and it's kind of one of those bikes that's part of the family. It's gonna end up hanging on the wall someday, basically. So just a couple examples of some things that are commonly seen around here, aside from all of the other ongoing projects that we have. And basically just wanted to show you, the versatility of all these different styles and types of bikes and what we do at Forever Rad. So as you can see, we work on a little bit of everything and anything, as long as it's gonna be V-twin related. We got a Sportster that we're kind of going through and fixing up right here. Over here, we got a Dyna that we're putting together. This is gonna be a pretty sweet bike when it's finished. It's got all the right stuff. It'll have a killer paint job. Milwaukee 8 Softail. Another Road Glide we've been building. This thing is gonna be probably one of our nicest Road Glides that we've ever built. So we're excited to have this one ready for next year as well. And other than that, just a little bit of versatility in showing you different types of motorcycles, different bikes that we have sitting around the shop right now. A freshly finished Lowrider ST. This was a long ongoing project. You're gonna see some more content on this coming soon. We just got this thing wrapped up and we're ready to start test riding it. As well as another lowrider over here. The Lowrider ST platform really seems to be ramping up for us. We're getting a lot more interest from people that want us to work on them, make them better, kind of put our spin on them. So these are a couple of exciting new ones that we got coming out to show people, and definitely a really cool platform. We're a big fan of it. So a lot of people ask us how we kind of got started on this stuff. Basically, we love anything with a motor, right? We all kind of start doing this stuff at a young age. So I started off with custom cars and trucks when I was 14, that was 25 years ago. And I really just wanted to do what I love to do for a living. So put all my eggs in a basket, here we are. So what that leads to is what Forever Rad is really about, is my journey of building custom motorcycles, having a love for the fabrication and the paint and riding motorcycles. And I just basically pursued my own dream of building bikes for myself. Luckily, people took notice, and that allowed me to be able to start building bikes for other people. So what we do here now is we've started as a one-man band, which is me trying to pump out high quality stuff and lots of work and dedication that only allows me to get so much done because it's a one-man show. And over the last few years, we've ramped this place up. We have a few other people that are working here. My wife works with me, and that has allowed us to not only step up the production of how many bikes we can build, but still keep it a very high quality. So we can cater to a full service, one-off type build, or we can just maintain things or install some of the best products that are out there. And in doing that type of work, it's allowed us to create our own basically online website offering all the same parts that we use on our bikes for everyone else. So we have a ton of knowledge and experience in testing all of these aftermarket products that you can find on bikes that we build. We're happy to answer questions, and we definitely know what works best and what doesn't work very good. We're gonna steer you in the right direction every time. So basically, anything you could ask for, we're gonna be a solid option for you to get a hold of us, supply the parts, supply the mechanical ability, the fabrication, and even starting next year, we're gonna be branching out and stepping into the body and paint side. We have a rich history in that, and a lot of people don't know that we have a body shop next door, and we've been working on it for a few years, and we're just about ready to start offering paint services. So we're bringing in one of my best buddies who I've been working with for 15 years, and we're gonna be ramping things up in that aspect too. Basically, we're gonna have a full service shop here, and we look forward to helping everyone on, pursuing their dreams and turning dreams into realities. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and let us know if we can do anything for you. Thank you.